my channel, but it did let me choose one.
Okay, meeting is being live streamed. Okay, everyone, hello and welcome. We are not called to order yet. I'm just going to take an informal poll. I can certainly call us to order now if you guys want me to do that. Can I get a vibe check?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Madam Chair.
I can certainly go ahead and call us to order since we have a quorum if you want me to.
I don't mind waiting a few minutes
have-
if anyone
okay.
else doesn't. That's
How's everybody doing? Is everybody okay if we wait like another couple of minutes?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Good. Yep.
I'm okay with waiting.
Okay, great. Let's wait just 2 or 3 more minutes.
in the meantime, I'm just informally noting, I like to note which LNC members are present, even though they don't need to be. I like to note that they're here.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to call Josh real quick.
Wow, the alternates are in the house tonight. That's fantastic.
Represent.
Totally. We've got 5 alternates here. I'd love to
Madam-
see that.
Madam Secretary, I'm going to put a phonetic spelling in the chat for you in a
Please,
second.
please.
Of course we're here. We're not just here for the ride.
I remember a time on the LNC when even an alternate coming to any meeting was so unusual. And I was like, you know, all our LNC members, you should be here.
Well, we're raising standards. Josh Smith will be on in just a moment, and then I think we'll go.
I
ahead.
served with Mark on the audit committee for 2 years and actually didn't learn how to say his name
Well, we're going to learn. He said he's going to put it in chat.
until our first LNC meeting. I realized for 2 years I was saying it wrong.
Okay, so okay, that let me put, so it's Tune.
Do I get the bragging rights of being the only regional rep here?
Yes.
For a while, I think Pat Ford is trying to dial in, so keep an eye out for him, Karen Ann.
And here's Joshua. So Mark, is it Tunyevich?
Exactly, Madam
Exactly.
Secretary.
Yeah.
If I could get Yanuskavich, I can get anyone.
I was going to say Yanuskevich seems so easy, right? Okay.
Tunyevich.
All right, can someone try mine now?
Nepo. There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
I'll allow it.
Nepomuceno.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're Connor Nepo to me. I'm so sorry.
Eco sufficient.
Okay.
What?
Mark has
what
always been Mark
syllable?
Toon in my head. Mark Toon.
Yeah. Connor, what syllable is the accent on in your last name?
Who are you asking?
I was asking Connor.
Sorry.
You, Nepomuceno.
Okay, I'm going to capitalize that.
There we go.
Great idea. Thank you.
Oh, and then Brian Elliott's here. Okay, fantastic. So it's 5:07. So
And Joshua's here, so
Yep.
perfect.
So if everyone's all right with that, I'm going to go ahead and call us to order at 5:07 p.m. If you would like to take an informal roll call or a formal roll call, feel free to do so.
I'd just like to put on the record that the entire executive committee here, and I'd like to note the LNC members that are here is Mr. Nana, Mr. Clark, Mr. Hall, Mr. Nepomuceno, Mr. Tunyevich, and Ms. Yanuskavich.
Excellent. Okay, so we called for this meeting to discuss specifically an amicus brief for a lawsuit that's happening right now on the Libertarian Party of Georgia. Do we have anyone on this call who is involved in that lawsuit? Was hoping someone would be on. I don't see anyone. I don't see the region reps.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
Mr. Cowan is on this lawsuit.
Is he on this call?
No,
though?
he's not though.
Okay. Someone want to reach out to Mr. Cowan or Dave Benner or anyone in the Libertarian Party?
I'll send Dave and Mr. Cowan a message right now. Madam Chair.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, in the meantime, I'm just going to give everybody a refresher. We got this email from Oliver Hall. It said, greetings, Brian Sells, the attorney for the Libertarian Party of Georgia, contacted me to ask if the LNC is interested in submitting an amicus brief in support of the LPGA's petition for certiorari in its case challenging the constitutionality of Georgia's ballot access requirements for minor party candidates for U.S. House. Mr. Sells is an excellent attorney, and he prepared a strong case. The district court initially ruled against LPGA on the grounds that the Supreme Court had upheld Georgia's requirements more than 50 years ago in Genes v. Fortson, but the 11th Circuit reversed that decision. I remember when that happened. That was exciting. The 11th Circuit ruled that the district court was required to conduct its own analysis based on the facts and evidence in the record, rather than simply relying on the case law in Genes. On remand, the district court ruled in LPGA's favor. The 11th Circuit then reversed that decision and upheld the constitutionality of Georgia's requirements. LPGA is now seeking Supreme Court review of the 11th Circuit's decision upholding Georgia's requirements. This is a good case. The evidence on the record demonstrating the severity of Georgia's requirements is compelling. An amicus brief from the LNC in support of LPGA's petition for certiorari could be valuable by demonstrating to the court that this case has national ramifications, in that Georgia's requirements prevent the Libertarian Party from running candidates for Congress in Georgia, thereby undermining its interest as a national political party. And Oliver went on to say, I am willing to write the brief at no charge to the LNC. The costs for printing and filing the brief would not exceed $2,500, I believe, and would probably be less. Please let me know if you have any questions or would like further information. Martin Cowan said, disclosure, I, Martin Cowan, am the lead, only meaning that my name is the first on the list of plaintiffs. In this case, Martin Cowan et al. V. Georgia Secretary of State. He also said he recuses himself from debate, but that's not quite so important. Oliver also said the brief is due towards the end of August, depending on whether the case is, when the case is docketed at the Supreme Court. The cost would need to be paid at that time. It would be good to be able to respond to Brian Sells without too much delay, though, just to let him know whether we'll do it or not.
They went to get their wine.
And I agree with him on that.
So
Everybody make sure you're muted. Okay, so let's see. Oh, Nick is on the call. Fantastic. So let's go ahead and take some. Sorry, I'm trying to like maximize my screen. Let's go ahead and take some comments. If everybody's okay with it, I'd like to hear it from Nick, whose last name I also don't pronounce very well.
Yeah, I wasn't really prepared to speak on this. I was letting it be known that I was, I guess I'm the only member of LP Georgia currently here on this meeting.
Yep.
But yeah, this is a lawsuit that has been going through for a while now, and we've recently decided to appeal it to the Supreme Court after we were denied an en banc at the circuit court. So your support would be greatly appreciated.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Pronounce your last name for us.
Siselsky.
Siselsky. There you go. Mr. Elliott, go right ahead.
I would like to ask Madam Chair's opinion, given her legal background, regarding the commentary that you just read, Angela, about this, the quality of the lawsuit.
Okay, so I haven't read the lawsuit, so I don't know what the legal arguments are, unfortunately. So that part I can't tell you what my opinion is. I think if there's a chance that the Supreme Court picks this up, that's fantastic. I don't know for sure that the Supreme Court is even going to hear this. When you file a writ of certiorari, you're basically petitioning and asking them to hear the case. And the more amicus briefs you sign on, it's generally believed that the better chance it's going to have. And having our name on it is definitely going to be powerful because we're the third largest political party in the country, and I don't know. I don't know what the Supreme Court's going to think about this. They've been very busy lately, so maybe they'll want to be busy with us as well. I think that having an attorney offer to write the amicus brief for free is really good. They're very tedious. They're very tedious. You don't get to put in a bunch of new arguments. You have to rely on what's already written. So there's definitely a gamble there. Now, if it was already written well and Oliver Hall says that Brian Sells is a fantastic attorney, then great. Usually attorneys cost at least $400 an hour to do appellate work. So we're definitely getting a good deal. And if something major were to come out of this, like that would be pretty incredible for such a steal. Ms. Harlos?
I think Mr. Elliott was first.
Oh, that was his question. I was answering his question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like,
That's okay.
I'm having a brain burp today.
I'm not co-host, so I can't lower the hand.
Yeah, I can lower his hand.
Okay.
I just want to say in general, the risk is so low. I'm always all about ballot access. And so it's so low that I think it would be a no-brainer not to go for it. And when an affiliate asks for help in that area, I think that's one of the areas that the National Party really should jump to do. Ballot access is one of my highest priorities.
Okay. Yeah, I feel that. Anybody else have any questions or comments? Anybody else from that region want to weigh in? We're happy to hear from you. And if not, that's totally fine. I'm not going to be the one to make it, but I would entertain any kind of motions on this topic at this point.
Madam Chair, what's the motion though that we would need to make? I'm a bit unclear.
So I believe we need to authorize spending for this. And Oliver says that it would be no more than $2,500. And then we also need to authorize putting our name on it.
I would move then to authorize encumbering $2,500 for up to $2,500 for this case, and to authorize Mr. Hall to put our name on the suit.
Okay,
I strongly second.
fantastic. Any further discussion on it? And would anybody who's not on the executive committee like to weigh in? We're fairly informal right now, which is totally fine.
I
Madam
think
Chair, this is Mark. I just wanted to say, I mean, this is a real no-brainer in my opinion.
Thanks, agreed.
I second the notion that this is a no-brainer. It's making official court filings in a high visibility case such as this one is also a good media opportunity. So certainly helps with our profile and LP Georgia's profile.
Okay, very good point. Okay. Anybody else? If not, I'm gonna say we are going slowly to a vote. Madam Secretary, would you mind doing a roll call vote?
Sure, no problem. Mr. Bowen,
Yes.
I'm trying to go in alphabetical order. I didn't have a sheet set up. Mr. Elliott,
Yes.
Mr. Hagopian,
Yes.
I will vote yes. Mr. Nikela,
Yes.
Mr. Smith.
Yes.
Okay, Madam Chair, I don't know if you wish to vote on this, but everyone is yes. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 yes.
You know what? I would like in the news to say that this was like literally a unanimous vote, and for the chair's vote to also be yes. Because if this goes out in a press release, I want it to look as great as possible. All right.
Question, not sure how to ask it. Do I say point of order or personal privilege?
Is it about the vote or is it not about?
Yeah, no, it's about the, what we do after the vote. So should I
Okay.
wait? I thought the vote was done. Sorry.
It's okay. I just need to like say the motion passes. Now the vote is done. Go right ahead.
All right, so the press release intrigues me, the idea. Should we consider writing a press release in support of this, given our vote that we just took? I would like to consider that at a minimum.
We should. So our staff is traveling to Freedom Fest today. So I will talk with them about it once I see them. I don't know how quickly we will be able to get it out, but I will try, considering, you know, that we have staff scattered all over the country right now. I'll try to get it out ASAP.
Okay.
Also, I believe the communication director's tenure with us is ending this week.
It is. It is, and we are sort of in the process of hiring a new communications director. But with that in mind, I'll still have to coordinate with her at least over the next 3 days to make sure that we have everything that we need to get that out. But I will probably be relying on some help from Mr. Nepo, Carrie Eiler, and a couple other people. So you have been voluntold. Okay, so I think we're about at the end. I think there's one more motion that's in order.
I would move to adjourn, Madam Chair.
Fantastic,
Second.
fantastic. Any objections? Going once, going twice. We are adjourned at 5:20 p.m. Thank you all for making that such a short and painless meeting. You are the best, and I will see you next time.
Have a good
Question?
night, everyone.
See you guys.
Quick
in a couple weeks.
question.
Yes.
Quick question. Timing. What would the legal process be, and how long is this going to take?
I think it's due at the end of August, so I imagine that Mr. Hall will get started like right away.
All right, and then so at the end of August, is that when the Supreme Court decides when they're going to take cases?
No, we don't know when it will. We don't know when it'll be docketed. The court.
It could be into next
be a while.
May, next spring even, right?
could
I don't
be.
know how the Supreme Court works.
It could be. It could be 6 months.
Okay,
Usually, I tell people it could be 6 months, but that's a complete wild guess that I just made based on my experience in the legal field, which is only a little bit of Supreme Court work.
fair enough, but that's better than what I had. So thank you very much.
You got it.
And I'm sure Mr. Hall will include it now in his council report that he'll be giving at the end of the month.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, I will put a little note on the LNC discussion list, and I'm gonna move on to whatever the next project I have is going on for you guys. So I'll catch you later.
All right,
Bye-bye.
get back to work. No messing around. All right,
That's
come on.
right.